Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking release schedule for private beta of Illuvium and also the land sale. Now, first of all, you'll notice the change of setup. I am using my potato PC at home. I got the Rona, I got the virus, if you will. So I am stuck in a cage at home here, and it sucks, but in about 4 days should be getting it released from this cage. So also we're in the middle of moving house as well, so everything's just a complete mess at the moment. But we got some updates from Kieran on an interview that he did with Paul Barron. I'll leave this linked in the description. Get over to Paul Barron's channel. I love the dude. I don't know what it is, but he's just such a fucking Chad. I love the dude. It's because I think he has that real professional vibe. Wait, let's show you guys this. Like, so the dude has got like such professional setup, and you just think he's gonna be like a newsreader, but then he's like, I don't know. I think he's just a complete degen at heart, and I don't know, maybe it's my wicked sense of humor. I absolutely love this dude. So just jump over, check his channel. He does really good interviews with everyone he has on. So definitely get over there and check it out. But in this interview, there's a lot of good stuff. They talk about like the Axie hack. Like, I just like listening to, smack my mic. I like listening to like different thoughts on just all general stuff. So worth a watch. But TLDR of it is hopefully by the end of the week or within the next week, 7 days, hopefully, we can get private beta, and then land sale hopefully by the end of the month. But I'm going to play these two clips from Kieran so you guys can see it, and then I want to talk about it a bit more as well. So let's jump into the first clip. If you ever see me leaving timestamps in your videos, it means I'm using them for content. Take it as a compliment, I guess.
Time. So apart from the staking, we've got the private beta, which again, that's like, we're talking a week away now. We're really trying to get that delivered like ASAP.
Okay, so a week away. So we're like the guys between Grant, with Kieran as well, and also Dick Kings over in Discord. They've all been streaming some gameplay there, and when you watch their gameplay, the game looks really ready to go. Now, the last one a couple days ago that Kieran did, from what he was saying, like a couple things need to be implemented. For instance, I don't think there was the energy cost involved with using weapons on your ranger and stuff like that. Just little things that are just sort of on their way. So hopefully they can button up those things, get it into private beta, get it out into the players. And then honestly, the way it looks, besides tuning and stuff like that, which to me, for tuning and balancing, the more people you have playing, the more data you have to look at for the balance of it. So I think they would actually want to roll it out to more people as fast as possible to be able to get that data that they need to do balancing changes. Obviously, I'm not a game developer. I could be just talking out my ass, but that's what my thought is. That's my hope, that they want to get it out as fast as possible. So yeah, I mean, the game's looking polished. So when they say the end of the week, I definitely see that as possible because we've been seeing that much gameplay recently from them. I just think it looks ready to go and get into people's hands. So hopefully by the end of the week, that does happen. And then, like I said, hopefully pretty quickly after that, they can keep expanding the amount of players that are in it until it sort of becomes like that pre-open beta where everyone gets access to the survival mode. So fingers crossed, fingers absolutely crossed. So I want to jump over to this next bit here, which is going to be where Paul Barron specifically asks about the release dates. Like, this is the sort of the section of the interview where he's talking about, release schedule, and he's talking about like, what's coming this month or the next month and stuff like that. So that's the context for this question, but we'll get into Kieran's answer.
Private beta and the land sale, that's what we're trying to get out this month. Private beta, I'm like 99.9% sure that's going to be out this month. There would have to be something ridiculous. What you're watching right now is, the private beta. So that should come out. Fingers crossed, nothing crazy happens in the next week or so.
Okay, so the context of the question was why he sort of started with this month. With his answer this time. However, towards the end of it there, he does reiterate that unless anything crazy happens this week. So once again, I am setting my sights on the next 7 days. Laser focused in on that. Fingers absolutely crossed. If it's a bit later, hey, It's looking good. Like, it's not a rug at this stage. If it's a rug and they've got this far for a rug, well played, sir. Well played. But, if it's a little bit more waiting, so be it. I definitely think that you really want to deliver a proper product for the actual launch of the game. He doesn't go into the full launch expectation here precisely, so I'm not going to go into that too much. But I'll talk a bit. We'll get into this land sale side of things, and then I'll talk about how I see the rest of it playing out. But that was the private beta. Once again, hopefully in the next week.
Land sale will be a stretch, but we're really, really, really pushing to have that at the end of this month.
Yeah,
whether we
Kieran, you get it.
Date.
So there you go. Land sale are pushing for the end of the month. Now, obviously, initial expectations from earlier, assessments was that we would have we would have staking V2, and then land sale would be about 2 weeks after it. That's obviously not going to be the case. If we're pushing for the end of the month, then it might be a stretch. So it could be next month as well. So obviously, I think we're about 2 weeks after staking V2 already. So, that's pushed back a little bit. To me, I actually don't mind the fact that it's pushed back, because I think the problem with going 2 weeks after staking V2 is that in staking V2, a lot of people had a lot of pent up rewards. For instance, myself, and I really wanted to claim those as ILV because I wanted to, I believe in the project and I wanted to compound. That's my personal decision. But, because land sale was meant to be 2 weeks after, I sort of bought myself some SILV2 off the secondary market just so I was ready in case that scenario happened. However, I was hoping there would be a bit longer so that I could build up some more rewards that I could claim as SILV to use on the land sale. So, it's not the end of the world that it's pushed back a little bit. For me, yes, I bought some SILV2, but that ain't going to go to waste. Either I buy more land now or I save it because I'm going to spend a lot on Illuvitars. I already know I am. So for me, either way, it's cool. But yeah, pushback, I guess it gives people who didn't have the liquidity to buy themselves some SILV, but also wanted to claim that pent up rewards as ILV. It gives them a chance to generate a bit more that they can claim and use in the land sale. So honestly, it's not the end of the world, but yes, I know it is a pushback on what we were expecting. So, end of the month, hopefully, maybe pushing into next month. Now, if the land sale happens in May, at like say the start of May, that gives us 2 months before the end of Q2, because obviously June is included in Q2. So I'm thinking it's not a stretch to at least expand into the pre-open beta. Or the survival mode that everyone has access to by the end of Q2, which was the original expectation for the release date of the open beta. However, I do feel, and I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts on this as well. If we get to a stage where we're all playing, there's no, it's not a private beta anymore. It's like everyone has access to the survival mode. Maybe they start expanding the mode, giving us different options to play in that sort of thing, where you're not collecting your own assets, you're just playing the beta as such, but everyone can do it. What would your guys' thoughts? I'm genuinely curious. For me, as long as I got my hands on something and I can learn it, I think it would be fantastic. And I honestly think it's really good to get this part of the game where, especially the survival mode. The way they've got the survival mode is really cool. At least in the teams build, from what Kieran was saying, is that it rotates every day, meaning the alluvials that you can use, but also the alluvials that are the enemies, they rotate every day. So it allows you to test everything and find out what alluvials you actually like and what you'll want to catch when the actual game comes out. So I actually think this is a good flow of content for players to be able to play the auto battler in a simulation type mode where you can try everything before you actually get the game and have to catch the alluvials and know what you want to catch. So I think it's actually not a bad way, but I'm curious to see, would you guys be annoyed if we had this sort of mode and then the release got delayed? Like I said, I don't actually know what's going to happen. I'm just hoping that if we get the beta by the end of this week, hopefully it can roll out to more people before the end of Q2, and at least we can be playing the game. Because I feel like a lot of the pent-up frustration in the community is, we want to play something. And this, just watching Kieran and Grant and stuff play, it looks hella fun. It's a really enjoyable gameplay loop to try and climb a ladder every day, where the ladder refreshes every day. I feel like that's going to be a lot of entertainment for a lot of people that are close in on the community, people who aren't so far out and they just want to catch Illuvials and have the investment side. You know, I don't know. That's not me. So I just want to play the game. So once again, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just hoping that we can, you know, get onto the survival mode for as many people, and curious to see your guys' thoughts. But anyway, that is the update. Hopefully we've got closed beta out within the next week, and land sale hopefully by the end of the month. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.